Hey guys, the last video was just the day before the election, and I said that there would likely be complications due to all the mail-in voting and shenanigans, and so that's exactly what's happened. So I went to make a quick addendum to the previous video. And in the last video I said there's doesn't matter who wins, it's going to end in the same way, which is going to be a crash. Economically, socially, and I mentioned that there's going to be a quick path and a slow path. So now, if Trump wins after all these legal battles, the crash and the societal flip will be relatively swift. It's still going to be a horrible event, but still, it's going to go through pretty quickly. And the legacy media will just be obliterated. It'll completely lose its footing. So you guys have probably seen this meme video before.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and
false news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these stories simply aren't true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
So of course with this, that everyone gets the same talking points, and so here in Canada, my heart sunk. Here we go. CBC News. Trump continues to push baseless claims about vote counting fraud. Oh, and then CTV. Is Trump baseless fraud delegitimize the U.S. election? And Global News. I'm very disappointed in Global News. You seem to be the least troublesome. But anyway, you bought into the narrative too. Trump makes baseless allegations over U.S. election. If you haven't been paying attention, no, this is not baseless. There were definite shenanigans afoot. I won't go into it all here because this is just a quick update. But yeah, if Trump's legal battles go through, this, what I mentioned in the last video, will go through pretty quickly. Now, I was trying to stay neutral, so I didn't want to say you need to vote for one or the other, but the worst case scenario would be if Biden gets in, and I'll lay out the scenario. Because the slow path is going to make the crash that much more painful, both the lead up to it and then the actual crash. Because if the crash is pushed back multiple years, I doubt it would go a full term, but let's just say it gets pushed out to 3 years. The supply lines, the food supplies globally are already going to be well compromised by that time. And so when you have the actual economic crash, you're going to have much more mass starvation than if the crash were to happen, this coming year. So, and that would be the case if Biden wins with a knowingly rigged election. Now, if Biden wins with a knowingly rigged election, as these legal battles, pull up this information, and anyone who's paying attention, could say, "Yep, it was rigged," but still, we're gonna go with the narrative that, okay, Biden has won. It would effectively say, by that action, that America is too simple, too deluded, too apathetic, or too depraved themselves to stand against depravity and corruption. And that would just basically give license for the depravity and corruption to continue in the intervening months and years until the crash actually occurs. So this quick addendum is just to give those who think that if, Biden does end up being declared the winner after this all pans out, and thinking, okay, we are now on the path to things resolving, just because things seem to be escalating more slowly. No, we are either way. There's no quote unquote fixing this. It's just how quickly things are going to hit the crash. And so all the warnings I've been giving, whether fast or slow, they are still going to apply. They're still valid. So yeah, make sure you've got the necessities of life taken care of. That's it for tonight. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.